Hi and welcome, I am Helle, and today we are going to play Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. And this is a game for 1 to 5 players. It takes about 60 to 150 minutes to play and is for the ages 14 plus. And this game is a co-op game. We are going to work together to see if we can overcome some objectives, and we need to get Frodo all the way to Mount Doom and destroy the One Ring. So if you're familiar with Lord of the Rings, then this is a theme for Lord of the Rings, and this is I think they have implemented it very well in this game. So it builds upon the pandemic system with the card drawings and advancing on the thread up here, and then we have hope, and we need to keep our hope up and not get down to zero in hope, because then we will lose the game. And the only way we can lose the game is if we go down to zero in our hope. And there are different ways where we can lose hope in this game. I will play this game. You can play it solo, where you're just going to control 5 characters and then you have to swap between them. But I will play it like a 2-player game, so I'm going to control 2 times 2 characters. Because in this game you're always going to control 2 characters. I have set the game up, it's ready to be played, and I will take you a bit closer so you can have a closer look at the board, because this really looks awesome. So you have these at Mordor, all these Nazgûls waiting for us, and all these red troops. This is orcs, this is shadow troops. They are not friendly. But this is friendly troops. And we have friendly troops up here and up here. And up here we have Frodo and Sam, Merry and Pippin. They count as one character, even though they are 2 together. And then we have Aragorn. And up here in Dale we have Gimli. And also some friendly dwarf troops. So this was just a closer look at the board. And these guys, they are tiny. They are really tiny, these little fellas here. And then you have these large Nazgûls on different stands here. And they have different heights too. So it's very thematic, this game here. And for the setup of the scenario, we are just doing the introductory scenario, because this is a game you need to learn. If you're familiar with the other pandemic games, then I think this might be the more advanced one. And I did have one that they kind of compared it with the legacy games, where you are at the ending of the legacy game, and I actually will agree with them. I kind of think that it is. You have objectives we need to fulfill, and then we have to not lose all of our hope. And I think we'll just start, and then let me introduce you to our players and the objectives we have. And this is one of our objectives, where you can see these stars. This one you always need to have with Frodo. And these are the beginner ones that recommend that you're going to use the first game. There are 24 different objectives in all. But these we are going to play with. And we have 3 of our Elder troops locked here. And we can only get them freed when we have fulfilled this objective. So we need to have 2 people in Rivendell, and we need to give up heart tokens to fulfill this one. And this is an action to do so. And the heart token is called friendship. That is our first one of our objectives. Then we have the challenge Sauron, and we need to have at least one person in North Ithilien, and we need to have 2 brown, 2 green, and 3 of the blue friendly troops. So this is all friendly troops, but we need to have these friendly troops with us in North Ithilien to complete this objective. And then we have Saruman, your staff is broken. And here we need to go to Isengard, and we need to make it into a haven. It is a stronghold for the evil team, the bad guys we are fighting against. And then we need to make sure that Rohan, in the region of Rohan, there are no enemies in that. No stronghold and no shadow troops, the little red troops just have a look at one of the little red troops. This is these small guys here. And then we have our main goal. We can make this one after we have made the other 3 objectives. We need the Frodo and Sam to go to Mordor to Mount Doom, and then we need to give up 5 rings and survive a search. And we will come back to what that is in the game. And with this one as a setup, we had to add 2 extra troops to Isengard, and this one we have added. And for one team, we have Frodo and Sam. And there's something special when Frodo travels or takes part in a travel. The current player must spend one of these shadow tokens or roll a search. And it's not a good thing to roll a search, so it's a good thing to have these shadow tokens when you move Frodo along the way. And we have Elrond's support. Once per turn when Frodo prepares, if he's in a haven or in a region named on the card, he also gains a heart, a friendship token from the supply. And Sam's aid, when a search is rolled, you may spend a heart to ignore the same number of trees. This is if we have a tree, we will lose a hope. And then Frodo has a special ability where he can put on the one ring. Before search is rolled, you may ignore all shadow troops that are present. If you do, lose 1 hope and shift the eye to Frodo's region. It's not good to have the eye at Frodo's region, but yeah. And then we have the other one, Aragorn, a ranger of the north. If Aragorn is present when you search is rolled, you may re-roll one of the black dice. And captain of the wedge, if Aragorn is present when a battle is rolled, remove up to 2 from his location for each of the red symbols rolled instead of 1. And as an action, once per turn, if at least 1 objective has been completed, remove 1 shadow enemy from Aragorn's location. But we have to fulfill 1 of the objectives first before this one is going to be active. And then we have Merry and Pippin. They have an action. They can just gain a friendship token from the supply as an action, and they can distract at any time, not an action, use on any player's turn. If there are fewer than 4 Nazgûl in Merry and Pippin's region, you may spend a heart to move up to 2 Nazgûls to their region, so they can attract some Nazgûls. They can make some noise and attract the enemy. And then they can give us a song. Action, if Merry and Pippin are in Frodo's location, spend 3 hearts to gain 2 hopes. So with Merry and Pippin, we can gain more hope. And then we have Gimli. When Gimli musters in a mountain location, you do not need to spend a friendship. As an action, once per turn, gain a sword token from the supply. So if you have any sword tokens in the supply, we can gain them with Gimli. But it does cost an action to do so. Each of the players, they are in a 2-player game, you're going to draw 4 cards. I have set up the cards, and in this card do have 4 of these ski stacken, and when they come we have to do things, and we don't want the eye to be next to Frodo because then we will lose 2 hope, and we will have to advance our marker up here for our threat rate will increase when we draw these. And we have just added 4 for this game, for the introductionary game. And then we're going to start with 6 hope, so we can get it up to 8. And we have some action cards here too, but we will look at that. Now I think we should just start the game. And on a player's turn, you're going to have do 4 actions with 1 character and 1 action with the other character. And you can each turn choose who you want to do the actions with. So you don't have to swap the actions between the characters you have. That is up to you. And then after we have done our actions, we can draw 2 cards to our hand, and then we have to draw shadow cards. For the current threat level, we are starting with 2, and then we have a hand limit of 7 cards. So if you have more than 7 cards, then we have to discard. And I will just explain the different actions we have in the game before we start. So let's go back here. We have this called a muster, where we can get more troops, friendly troops, if we are at any of these locations. And then we have to spend a friendship token to get one, to add one, matching the city we are in. So the gray, the green, the brown, and the blue friendly troops. And then we can do an attack if we are in a location and we have our friendly troops and our shadow troops. It's not our character. We have to have friendly troops with us, otherwise we can't attack. And then we can capture. If we are at a stronghold, we can capture the area if there are no enemies and we have at least one of our friendly troops there, and we can give up 3 swords to gain that location. So we can make it into a haven, and then we will gain 2 hope. And we have to do this with Isengard. We have to turn it into a haven in order to fulfill that objective. And then we have travel. We can move to an adjacent location, and we can take friendly troops with us, or we can take other players with us. And the player that does the travel, if there are some cost for traveling, there are some of the places where you need to pay to travel that way, then they have to spend it. And also if they have Frodo, if they take Frodo with them, they have to spend one of these symbols, otherwise they would have to roll for a search. And it's the active player that has to spend it. And fellowship, if your character is in the same location as another player, you can give and take 1 card from a player that matches the region we are in. So they have to match the region. And then we can do a prepare. If we are in a haven, we can discard a card to take a token of the same symbol. That is the different actions we can choose from that is common for all the characters, and then each of the characters have some actions on themselves that they can take. And that was what we looked at when we looked at the character cards. Alright, that is enough talking. I think we need to start the game. And I think I will put this one in here, and then we will say that Frodo and Sam, they are the start player. And they have 2 hearts. They have one of these, and I think Frodo, if he then makes a prepare and he does it at a haven with, you have to be at a haven, that is these yellow areas. This is all havens. All these, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 havens. So when we are at a haven, we can make a prepare there, and we can muster. Oh, not in this place here, because this is just white. But I think Frodo up here, he's at a haven, so he's going to take 1 action, and I think we'll just take 1 action with Frodo, and then we'll take 4 actions with Aragorn. He's going to prepare, so he's going to take this card here, and then he's going to get a shadow token. That is a way to get rid of cards in your hand, but you do get the token. And because of his ability, he can gain a heart when he is in the area Eridor, and the name on the card is Eridor, so he can also gain a heart token. So they are going to gain these, and he doesn't have any rings. He needs rings. He needs 5 rings. He needs to go to Mount Doom with 5 rings. And he does have this one here where we can gain a hope, or we can reroll up to 3 dice. But he took 1 turn, and then I think we'll place it on him because he took 1 turn, and then Aragorn, he's going to have 4 turns. And at the moment we have the eye in the region where Frodo is, and that is not a good thing to have an eye there. So I think we want to get rid of the eye in that location. So we have Aragorn up here. He can move up 1 space to this path up here. He can grab the friendly troop for his and move down here. That is his 2nd action. And for his 3rd action, he's going in this area here. And then he wants to initiate a battle. And you need to have one of these friendly troops with you in order to make a battle. When you're going to make a battle, for each friendly troop you have, you can take a die, up to 3 of these battle dice here. And he is going to roll 1 die. And let's see if we can, but when you go into a battle, the eye, you're going to get the attention of the eye, so the eye will move to this location. And that was what we wanted. We wanted to get out of this area where Frodo he is, because it's a bad thing to have the eye at his location. And then we're going to do the battle up here. Oh, and we got the perfect thing. This means we're going to destroy the little shadow troop. Let's just have a closer look at this die here. So when you get this result, you can remove one shadow troop. And actually, Aragorn, he could have removed 2, because when he roll this symbol here, for each of these symbols, he can remove 2 from a location, from his location. And then the result, if we have this one, then you would lose a friendly troop, but if you are in a haven, you wouldn't lose it. And with this one here, if there is a Nazgûl, you would lose 2 of your friendly troops. So you have to be careful in fighting where you have these Nazgûls. And then you have this one. You will lose a friendly troop, plus you will lose one of the shadow enemies. So that is the different symbols you have on the die. That was a successful one. We got the eye out of Frodo's area, and then we got the attention of the eye, and we did fight and win a battle, and we didn't lose our friendly troop, which is good. So that was 4 turns for Aragorn, 1 turn for Frodo and Sam. Then we have to draw 2 cards. So we got the current player reveals up to 4 cards from the top of the deck. They may additionally add one of them to their hand. Return the rest unselected to the top of the deck. Okay, so we might want to play this event soon. And maybe on ourselves we do need some, we need different things here. We need these ones to travel. And the second card, we got a ring. We got our first ring. So we need to draw 2 cards. We're going to draw the first one. And then they have 2 parts. They have a top part and a bottom part. And you're going to look at this one. Where you have a flag, here we have a flag on the bottom part. Then we're going to activate the bottom part. And this one means we have to add Isengard. We have to add one of the shadow troops. Shift the eye to Frodo's region. If it's already there, roll a search. So it's a good thing we got the eye away, otherwise we would have to roll a search. But yeah, we might get it on the second card. This means we're going to add a shadow troop 1 more to Isengard, and then we have to put the eye back into the location of where Frodo is. Then we're going to draw the next card, and with this one we have the flag on the top, so we're going to activate the top part. So here we have to move troops from Dunland to Helm's Deep and follow the orange arrow. So we have to follow the orange, and you will always start at Helm's Deep, then you will move backward. We will go here, here, and here. There were no troops. If we hadn't battled this troop here, it would have moved down here, so it would have been closer to this one. If at any point shadow troops they enter at one of our havens and we have no friendly troops but only shadow troops, they are going to take it over, place one of these, and we will lose 3 hope. So we really have to protect all of our havens. And we do have a lot here. If they start moving, for example, down here, that would be pretty bad. So we have to go and do something about these guys. But we have to muster some more people. We have to muster more people. But that was the 2 cards. Then we can place them up here. And at the start of the game, you are going to add, we have 2 cards here you're going to add. And then I have flipped over 9 cards and placed a troop on each of the city names that were on here. So Moria, Isengard and Núrn. And then Ruin and Umbar. And we had Moria, Dol Guldur, Rune, Núrn. That is the cities that had an extra shadow troop at the start of the game. So kind of like with the normal pandemic, where you're going to flip over 9 cards and put in diseases, or in this case, troops. Then we will pop it down to Gimli and Merry and Pippin. And let us see, we have hard, we have current player can get 2 more actions, we have a battle, and then we have select any player, shift the eye to their region, then move any free Nazgûls to that region. Oh, this might be okay. So we might want, I think I would like Pippin to have 4 turns. And then we will take Gimli, is going to take 1 turn. I think for Gimli, we are going to, he's going to spend, he can muster when he's at a haven. He can muster when he's up at these grey havens without using a heart. So he can just muster a person. So that is what he's going to do. And then we are going to have Merry and Pippin. They can once per turn take a heart token from the supply. That is what they are going to do. They're going to take a heart token from the supply. We actually need 3 hearts up here to fulfill a task. To fulfill a task up there. But we can also get Frodo out of here. Get Frodo out of here pretty quick. Yeah. Oh, thinking. I was thinking about going, but we also need 3 hearts up there, right? Maybe we shouldn't do that then. But we need 2 characters in that area. But we can take Frodo with us. So we can select any character, shift the eye to their region, and move any free Nazgûls to that region. So I think we are going to do it. I think we are going to select this character up here. We are going to use this card here. So we're going to move the eye up to Gimli, and we're going to move these 2 Nazgûls up to his region. Oh, it's up here. Oh, it's falling over. And then we will move the one we have here in Rivendell. So that was this event here. Select any characters, swap the eye, and move the 3 Nazgûls to that region. So that is what we are doing. We are using this event already. And that is not an action. So he has only used 1 action with mustering a heart. Then he's going to take Frodo with him. And they're going to move 1, 2, 3. So they are up in Rivendell. And we have to do a search, but there's no enemies in his space, and there's none of these Nazgûls. When we have to do a search, let me just show you. We had to do a search each time we moved Frodo, and we didn't spend any of these shadow tokens. But we didn't have any enemies here, or in this area. So just look at this one here. So if we travel with Frodo, we have to check the destination, and we have to roll a die for each Nazgûl and for each enemy in Frodo's space that we are moving to. But there are none, and that is why I used this card to get them away, swap them away, and we could then move Frodo. And we just need 1 more heart to do the action we want to do with Merry and Pippin. But he can get it on the next turn. Oh, he actually had, he has 1, 2, and then when he gained 1 more. Yeah. So that was Gimli. He mustered, and he got a heart friendship token, and then they moved. Let's put them out here. And then they have to draw 2 new cards. We got 1 more event. We are getting all of our events at the start here. So select any character. They may travel alone up to 2 times. Do not roll for searches. The character must pay for special path. Oh, this is very good. That one we can use to move Frodo. So this is a very good event card we got here. And we can use it for Frodo. And then we just got a sword for fighting. Oh, but then we have 2 swords. And we need 3 swords to take over a haven here, but we also need to get rid of all these enemies in that area. So we need to flip over 2. For the first one, we're going to get bottom part. We have to add one to Umbar, and then we have to shift the eye to Frodo's area. We just got rid of the eye, so we have to take one to Umbar. It's down here, and then we have to swap the eye to Frodo's location. And then we have to draw the next card. This is a top part. We have to move all from Rune to Minas Tirith using the yellow path, and you can see the path here. It goes like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 arrows. So this means we have to find Minas Tirith here and look at the yellow, the yellow, the yellow, and up here. So all these guys, they're going to move down here. They are coming closer now. And that was the 2 cards. And it is now up to our guys up here to do something. And we want Frodo to stay here where he is. So where is this? This is Ruin Door. Do we have Ruin Door in our cards here? No, Rohan and Ilps. So I think he's going to do a prepare. It's not the same city, so he's not going to gain a heart, but he is going to make a prepare and get a ring, because he needs 5 rings. So he's just going to get a ring. So he's just going to take 1 turn again, and often with Frodo you might just want to do 1 turn with him. He could also move, of course, because there are no enemies in his area, but we need him up here, so when we have to do one of our things up here. And we would like him to get a heart, because that is a good thing. So we're going to do 3 turns with him. And we have a lot of armies. We need to go in and fight against the guys we have in here. But we also need some more people. We also have the objective where we need to get to this one. We need to get 2 brown, 2 green, and 3 blue men in this area here. So I think I will move him 1, 2, then let's go to Helm's Deep, and then I think he's going to spend some hearts, because we need some more people when we have to go and fight and get rid of these guys here in Isengard. So I think he is going to spend, even though hearts are good to have, I think we are going to spend 2 hearts to muster 2 of our brown, because we are at a brown location, a brown place where we can muster. So we are going to use 2 hearts here. Oh, but then we didn't do a fight. We didn't get the eye away from Frodo. Oh, but there are no enemies in the area. So at the moment it doesn't matter if we get it, because we don't have any enemies in there. So let's just hope that there are no enemies at that time. So yeah, even though I don't like to have the eye at Frodo's location. But yeah, let's see how this will go. We need to flip 2 cards. First card, it is the bottom part. So we have add 1 in Duneland, and then move 2 Nazgûls closer to Frodo. This means we are going to add 1 to Duneland, and that is up here, where we actually had removed 1. Going to add 1 there, and then we're going to move 2, 1, and these ones has 1, 2, 3, oops, and this one has 1, 2, 3. They both have 3 steps, so I think I will move this guy here. Or should I move this one instead? Maybe we should move, I think I will move this one instead. Oh, it's actually 2 if you go here. 1, 2. So we have to move this one into this area. It only has 2. So that we move 2. Then we're going to have the next card. This is also the bottom part. add one to Moria and move 2 Nazgûls closer to Frodo. Okay, so we have to add one to Moria, and then this one will pop into their area, and we have to move one from here. So now they are already getting closer. They are getting closer to Frodo. That was our 2 cards. Oh, I forgot to draw 2 cards. We needed to draw 2 new cards, by the way. Oh, more hearts. We need rings. So we got more hearts. But this is up in our location. This one is up in our location. I think we want Merry and Pippin to do 4 things. Because first they're going to grab a heart token, so they have 3 heart tokens. They're going to grab a heart token for the first action. Then they are going to spend the 3 heart tokens here to complete our first objective. And that was this one. So we're going to gain 3 more troops. They are going to be freed. And then when we complete this, each player with at least 1 character in Rivendell will gain a heart token from the supply, and we will gain 1 hope. So we'll go up to 7 in hope, and they will both get a heart token. So Frodo gets a heart token, and Merry and Pippin gets a heart token. For your characters, you have the same hand and the same tokens. They share tokens and the other ones. And now we have fulfilled an objective. So we have an ability that Aragorn has, where he can, in his location, once per turn, he can remove one of these shadow troops. So this one we have fulfilled. So we will flip this to the other side here. So we just need to fulfill the rest now. But that was 2 actions. And let me see, the current player may do 2 more actions with one of their characters. Or select any travel. They may travel alone up to 2 spaces. Problem is, we don't have any of these tokens. Otherwise I would have liked to move Frodo. But we can also move him back in here. And then we can try and move him down this way. Yeah, I think actually we'll do like this. So we will move him 1 space. That was 3rd action, 4th action. And then I think I might want to use a current player may do 2 more actions with one of their characters. So I think we're going to play this one, because then I want to move them into a haven. It's a bit more safe to stay in a haven. And then they are together with this guy here. Yeah, so he moved. He had 2 more actions. And then Gimli, he has 1 action. And I think with Gimli, we are going to... I think he's just going to take 1 more troop. And then soon he will do 4 actions, and then we need to move him down and help and do stuff. But I think we're going to muster some troops before he's going to move out of that area. Yeah. That is what he did. Now we have to remember to draw cards first. 2 cards. We got a ring, and we got the Skies of Darken. So this means that we have to increase the threat rate. So now we still only have to draw 2. We still only have to draw 2 cards. I see you. If the eye is in Frodo's location, lose 2 hope. Otherwise, move the eye there. Good thing we moved away from the eye. Otherwise, we would have lost 2 hope. On cover of 3 darkness, add 3 to the Duardan Forest. So we need to add 3 troops to this area. Oof, right next to our havens here. We need to go also and fight a bit, I think. Because if these guys enter this space, and if they win, and both of these guys go away, and they stay, then we can lose the haven. And it will be a stronghold instead, and then we will lose 3 hope. And that would be pretty bad. And then we have to intensify our deck. So we have to shuffle these cards and put them on top of our deck. So that was our first of these bad ones. And we also have to look at the troops we have. If we run out of troops and we have to place a troop and we can't, then we will also lose a hope. So we also need to go and remove some of all these characters we have. Oh, that was these guys down here. So it's up to Frodo and Sam afterwards. But first we have to draw cards here. Let's see what we're going to get. First card up is top part. We have to move from Rune to Woodland Realm using the purple arrow. And we can see the path here on the card. So this is here on top of the board. We will go from Woodland and then we will go here. And then we would go here, here, here and here. We don't have any. All these guys, they have moved down here. So nothing happens there. For our second one, it is the bottom part. Oh, we had add one more to Isengard. Deploy 3 Nazgûl from Mordor to the Eye. Ah, man. So we have to add one more to Isengard. And we have to go and take this one over. And then we have to move 3 from the Mordor to the Eye. So this means we're going to take 3 of these all the way up here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So they are coming after Frodo. So here they are. The Eye and more of these Nazgûls. This just looks amazing on the board. So that was our 2 cards. Then it is up to Aragorn and Frodo. So let's see what they want to do. I think he's going to do one thing. He is in... he's not in any of these areas. These areas, it is this area here. Is this area here. So he's just going to make a prepare. He's going to give this heart up and then he's going to get a heart token. So he now has 3 heart tokens. But they are good because he can remove a die for when you're rolling for these where you can lose hope. So I would like him to get some hearts and keep on to them. So I want Merry and Pippin to move him along this road, but we need one of these green tokens for them to do it. Oh, no, they don't. They actually don't need it. It's the area you move to, so they don't have to roll for it. Okay. Well, let's go to, and we also need some hearts to muster people. Yeah. Let's go to, he got 1 turn, so he's going to get 4 turns. And he is going to, I think he's going to muster 1 more. So he will use one of the hearts here to muster 1 more troop. And then that was 1 action. Then he's going to move 2. And then he is going to move up here. Oh, he's going to keep the green here, I think. Should we keep 1 more? Oh yeah, I think we will keep 1 more. I think he's just going to go up here with 1. He's just going to go, or maybe with 2. He's going to go up here with 2, I think. With 2. And then he's going to make an attack. But he is only going to roll with 1 die. And he wants to attract the eye over to this area. So I think he's just going to roll with 1 die. And let's see. Yeah. And Aragorn, he can remove 2. So he will remove 2 troops and we didn't lose any. So they are tough. And we still have 5 troops in there. 5 troops in there. Okay. So that was a fight. He did 4 turns. He did 1 thing. Then we can reveal the top 4 deck. And then we can take 1 to our hand. Maybe we want to do it to them. So they can get... do we do... Nah, I think it's okay to have with Frodo. We need a lot of rings. This is Rohan. If they are together in Rohan, that is this area. Oh, yeah, we'll see. We need to draw 2 cards to our hand. We need to do this first. We got Rohan. And we got a Mordor. No rings. We need some rings. He gets a lot of the friendship. Alright. Oh, we have to remember Gimli. He can, for one action, he can take a sword token from out here. So we need, maybe if we use a sword. You can use a sword when you fight to remove 1 troop. But we didn't have that one before, of course. Because Gimli, he can take them up. And we need them to, we need 3 of these to make Isengard into a haven. Yeah. We need to resolve 2 of these cards. And then we need to get some 2 new cards here. So we need to, oh, this one is on the back side. We need to place, place 1 in Isengard. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot one thing. When we had the fight here, we needed to move the eye over here. I forgot that one. But with this card, we need to place 1 in Isengard, and then we need to move the heart, or the eye over here. If we hadn't done the fight here, then we would have to do a search where we would have to roll 3 of these black dice, and then we could lose hope. So now we have to put this one back, and then we need to see the next one. We have to place 1 and dull up here, and then if it's already there, so we got 1 more with the eye, and now the eye is there, so we have to roll for a search. So we have 3 of these, so we have to roll 3 of these dice. And if we look at these dice, then if we get a 3 like this, we will lose a hope. If we get this one, we have to recall 1 of the Nazgûl to Mordor. If we get this one, then if we are not in a haven, we will also lose a hope. So this one is okay for us to get. So we have 2 sides with just a 3 where we can lose a hope. And then we have 2 blank sides. So we need to roll these dice up in the tower. We got 1 3, and we can use a heart. Frodo can use a heart to remove it. We can use a ring to re-roll the die, but we don't want to use a ring. But Rohan could use a ring, because Frodo is Merry and Pippin. They are in our location, so they are allowed to use a ring. But I think we will just use a heart here, and then we will negate this one. So this one is not going to happen. We will use our friendship, that is ability that Sam has. So we do not use it, and that is why I want Frodo to have the hearts also, because he can hinder losing hope in using these. But maybe it doesn't matter that much if you lose a hope, because when we're going to take this one, we will gain 2 hope, and we are up at 7 at the moment. But it's fine. There will be other situations where we're going to lose hope. So I think we will keep it a bit down when we can. So that was the 2 cards here. And then it is going to be Gimli and Merry&Pippin's turn. So I think I'm going to let them stay. Or should we get the eye out of their place? Should we get the eye out? We could also run away with them down to here. But then we're going to attract all the people down here. That might be okay. Yeah, I think we are going to run with him. And then he's just going to do one thing again. So Gimli is just going to muster 1 more where he doesn't have to pay anything for it. And then we're going to have Merry&Pippin doing some actions. And they do have 1 heart. So he's going to use his special action where he can gain a heart. So he now has 2 heart tokens. We've done 1 with him. 2 heart tokens. For his second turn, he's going to move them both using this route here, where we need to pay 2 hearts when we use it. and it's the person that travels, which is Merry and Pippin. So they have to place 2 fellowship tokens, and then we can move, and we're going to take him with us. Are we? Yeah, we will take him with us because we need green guys. Or maybe we should let him stay. Oh, maybe we should let him stay if this guy enters this space up here would be bad. No, you know what? Let's take him with us all the way down here. Then we will have someone that needs to go up and fix it. So we have moved down to Gondor. That was our second action. So Merry, he has 2 more actions. So we move to Gondor here. And then I think we are going to move over to this space. And we're going to take 2 of these guys with us. And then I think we could go here, but it's a bit early. We still have a lot of things we need. Oh, we actually have troops that could come up this way. So it might not be the best position for Frodin. I actually think we're going to keep Frodin in here. I think we keep Frodo in here with one guy. So he's just moving on his own at this moment. And he will move further on. We will keep one guy here to protect if we have enemies that are going to come up here, but he will take 2 with him. So that is going to be our 4 actions with him, and there was no enemies in the area. We didn't have any of these Nazgûls, and there was no enemies in the space, so we didn't have to roll for Frodo. Then let's lay them down. They're easy to see on top if they are laid down, right? That was 4 actions and 1 action. And the next turn, he's going to get actions. Maybe also, yeah, but we need to get him down with all the guys. Yeah, and we need to get some more of the green. Because we need 2 green at this space. And we need to take this space over 2. Alright, 2 new cards to our hand. We got a Gondor. And we got a Mirkwood. So we have, at this point, we have 3 which we need in this area. So we need either Frodo, Merry and Pippin to join Aragorn, or we need Gimli to come down and help in that area. So now at the moment we have 6 cards. So we have select any character, they may travel alone up to 2 times. So we can use this where they don't have to do a search. We can use this one on the Frodo, so he can move 2 spaces without having to do any searches. So that is pretty good. It is time to reveal some cards. So let's see what we're going to get. The bottom part, we have to add 1 to Nurn. Deploy 3 Nazgûl from Mordor to the Eye. So this means first we're going to add 1 troop up to Nurn. So we now have 6 troops in there. And then we have to deploy Nazgûls up to where the Eye is. We have 1 in Mordor. And then we have to take from the largest group. We have 2 here, 1 here, and 2 there. So I think we're just saying that we are going to move. These 2 are up here. I think we will move 1 from... No, I think we'll just move from this area first. That is 1. Then this is the largest. Then this has to move in here. So that is 3. Then for our next card, we are going to get... Move from Rune to Minas Tirith with the yellow line. So we have to move with the yellow line. So this means we are going this way up here. So if you go back, 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 these 4 are going to move here. And there are none on this space. So these guys, they are now in the space where we need to stay to get all of our... oh dear. Oh, it's a good thing we have Merry and Pippin down here. We need to spread out and we need to fight off these enemies here. Well, that was our 2 cards. Then it is up to these guys. And I think Sam is just going to stay where he is. And his Aragorn is going to take 4 turns. He can use... This is not an action. But we can... the current player reveals the top 4 cards from the top 4 cards of the deck. And then we may choose one of them to our hand in any player order. So we can choose the player order. So we are going to use this action and then we can draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hopefully we will get some rings and some... Oh, we have lots of things we would like here. We actually have one with Gondor. So we're going to take this one to our hand. And we need a lot of rings. But we also need these to travel. Because when we need to travel here, we need these. But we are going to take one of them. And then we only have 1 ring. We need 5 rings. So we're going to add these 2 with the ring. So we know we are going to get those to our hand. So we are going to get the Gondor to our hand. And this is not an action. And then we are in the Gondor region. So we are going to do a prepare in our haven. So we can gain one of these. And because we are in the same name, the Gondor region, because of Frodo, he can gain a fellowship token. So we both gain a fellowship token plus one of the green tokens here where we can hide. So that was pretty good we got this card here. Because we need these to be able to travel on these spaces when we need to get to Mount Doom. And also if there are enemies, we can use these so he doesn't have to roll for a search. So that was very good. That was Frodo and Sam's 1 turn. Then Aragorn, he's going to get 4 turns. And he is in this space. We have fulfilled 1 objective and he can, for free, if at least 1 objective has been completed, remove 1 enemy shadow troop. So he's going to remove 1 shadow troop for his first action. But he can only do that one once per game. So he's then going to attack. And he's going to use... I think he's just going to use 1 die. He will just use 1 die on his attack. Because he can lose troops. So he will take 1 die and roll for his second action. And he got this symbol. We will lose 1 of ours, but they will also lose 1. 1 of ours and 1 of theirs. And then we can play... when we are in a battle, we can play this card here to remove 1 extra. So he is going to place this one. So we're going to remove 1 extra. So we have removed 2 of theirs and then 1 of our friendly troops. So that was his second turn. And then, does he want to attack again? Because we need to get rid of all the troops here. So I think we are going to attack again. And then we're going to have Gimli to come down and help us. He does have these 3 that are needed. And he also has an ability where he can take 1 per turn. He can take 1 of these cards to his hand. So I think he's going to attack for his third action. He's going to attack again. And hopefully we will get this side so we can remove 2 troops. We got, so we're going to lose 1 for each. So, yeah. We had 1 more fellowship that went away in that case. And then he has 1 last turn. And I think he is just going to... We need 1 more guy here. So he's going to go 1 step down out of the area. So they have done all their things. We're going to draw 2 cards. And surprise, we get a ring and a ring. 1 for Italy and 1 for this area up here. Okay, we don't have any limitations to how many tokens we can have. So it's a good thing when we can prepare the cards and get some tokens. Then we need to flip 2 cards here. So let's go. We need to add one to Duneland, and 2 Nazgûls will go closer to Frodo. Dunland, which is right over here. And then we need to move 2 closer. Let's put, we have, these are 2 spaces away and this one is 2 spaces away. So I will move this one and this one over here. So they are moving closer to Frodo and Gondor. So that was the first one. For the second one, we are going to get the top part. We're going to move from Moria towards Minas. So that is from up here. And they are going this way. Oh, they're actually going to move away again, these guys here. that is pretty good. So we are going to start here. And then we have an arrow here and an arrow here. So these guys, they're going to move up here. And then we are going there. We are going here. So these guys are going to move up here. Oh, they're moving the wrong way, by the way. I'm moving the wrong way. These guys are moving down. And these guys are moving up here. And these guys are moving over here. So they're moving out of these areas. So these are getting closer to our space here. So we need to fend these off. So our ministry, they have enemies on both sides now. Oh boy, we need to fight these ones up. We don't want to lose this one, because then if we lose a haven, we would lose free hope. That was the 2 cards. Then it is down here to Pippin and Gimli, and I think he's just going to do one thing this time. Yeah, we will hope that we're not going to lose them all if they enter this space, and we hope that they do not enter the space. So I think he's just going to grab a heart. He's going to use his ability and grab a heart. That is what he is doing, and then we need Gimli to start coming on the move here. We need him to come down here and help. I think he is still going to grab one more helper, as long as he is up here, because we need a lot of guys. Should we take one more? I think we will take, we are going to go now. 1, and we can't attack then, right? 1. We will leave 1 up here. But we need 1 more green, so I think instead we are going to go this way up here. We're going to go to this space, going to leave a gray, and then we will take the green with us. So we'll go 1, 2, and then we will go over here, and we will leave 1 there, and then we will go over here, 3. Then we don't have that many guys with us, right? But we also need to protect our area we have up there. That is what we are doing. And then we will draw 2 cards. We will get 1 of these. Oh, we have 2 of these. So we have to discard something or move a character 2 times. We can use this one and then keep what we have. So maybe we should use it now, even though I think might be better to save this one. We will discard the ring. We will discard the ring and keep this one. I think it's better to use it later when we have enemies with Frodo. So we can avoid using these, and we can avoid using a search. We can avoid a search. Yeah, that's it. Then we need to go to these cards here again. You're going to get the bottom part, place 1 at Nurn, move 2 Nazgûls closer to Frodo, the closest ones. See, we have to add 1 to Nurn, and then we have to move 2, and that is the closest. This is these 2. So they are in the same area as Frodo. They are in the same area. They are in Gondor. That was the first one. And then we have the bottom again. Add 1 to Isengard and deploy 3 Nazgûls from Mordor to the Eye. And if we don't have them, we have to take from the largest groups. Okay, that is actually good. Then we can move one of them out of there. Or maybe we can actually move both of them out of there. So let's see. So this we need to first place one in Isengard. Oh, we're going to have a battle. No, we moved out of it. Otherwise we were going to have a battle in here. Oh, then we should have stayed there. No, because it has to be the smaller enemies. We have to... Okay, we have to place one there. And then we have to move from the largest group towards the eye, and the eye is up here, so we're going to move one from this space. Then we're going to, this is the largest area, so we're going to move one from this space, and then we have to move one again, and we are going to, there's one on all of them, so oh, they have to move in here, by the way, up here. And then we only have one, so we're going to take the one in Gondor and add to this space. So they are all standing up here. And Frodo is pretty safe down at this space. That is fine. That is fine. That was the 2 cards. So we got one more troop in Isengard. But the good thing is, when we make this into a haven, then each time we will have a card like this. We are not going to place a troop there, because then it's a haven. Alright, it's up to these guys. And Frodo, he's just going to do one thing again. He's fine, there's no enemies, he's under the radar. So he's just going to, we do not have any of the locations for Gondor, so he will take the Radur, the Radur, and do a preparation, so he'll just make this a ring. He do not get a fellowship ring, because it's not in the same region. So that was his only one action. Then we're going to Aragorn. And he wants to go up and fight again. But he would like... And then Gimli is going to come down as well. We would have liked to have more people with us when we do the fight. But he is going to go in here. He's going to take him with him. The little fellowship. Let's go closer here. No, we will wait a minute, because... He's going to use his action where he can remove one troop per turn. So we have 2 left. He doesn't have a sword, unfortunately. So for his 3rd turn, he's going to attack. Oh, hopefully he can for once get the one we need, so he can remove both troops. Come on! We can do one reroll, even though we need the ring. We need the ring for Frodo. Come on! Yes, we got it! We got it! We can remove both of them. The area is clear. There is no enemies. We do not have the 3 rings. He does. So if he can come down 1, 2, 3, then he can make the task in here. That is awesome. Then for my last action, I will move up here, and I will take him with me. Because if they attack here, they might take our haven. So I want to try and protect the haven. And Gimli is going to come down in a moment, so he can take some guys with him. Yeah. Alright. Then, that was our 4 turns. We are going to draw 2 cards. A green and a sword. Oh, we would have liked, we want some more rings. We want some more rings. So it's Dale and Mimi. Yeah. Then we have to flip cards. We have the bottom part, Moria. Shift the eye to Frodo's region, if not already present. Oh, the eye is going to come. So we have to add 1 up to Moria. This is here. And the eye is going to Frodo's location. But at the moment there aren't any enemies, so yeah, it's kind of okay. And then, oh dear, we have the Wheels of Sauron. Choose one of the following. Remove 2 friendly troops from the board. A single player must discard a total of 2 player cards and or symbols, or lose 1 hope. I think in this case here, we are just going to lose 1 hope. Because when we take this area, we're going to gain 2 hopes. So we have room for 1 more hope. So I think that is what we're doing. We're just going to lose 1 hope. in this case. We also have a card here where we can gain a hope. So that's okay. I think they're just going to take a new heart, because we can also use hearts to gain. If he has 3 hope and he's together with Frodo, he can get us 2 hope. Yeah. So he'll just take the heart, and then we need 4 turns with Gimli. So I think we are going to let 1 troop stay here if they are going up that way. And then he's going to move 1, 2, and then he's going to move. He's going to take these 2 guys with him in here. He's going to leave the elves in this space, and he will take 2 guys with him there. And he has to pay. When we move this way here, we have to pay 1 of these. So he has to pay. He's going to take the he's just going to pay with this one for traveling in this location there. So he moved 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So he is in here. So for his next turn, he will be able to use it. And he used 1 of the cards. And I think we are going to play this one on Frodo, where he can travel twice without having to roll for anything. So he's going to travel. He is going to leave the guy and just travel. Or is he going to take him with him? Yeah, I think he will take him with him. 1, 2. So he will travel and he'll be together with Frodo again. So we used that one on him. And he just took a heart. Yeah, I think we have to wait. And then we have 2 troops. So hopefully we don't get overrun now. But yeah, we will see. We are going to draw 2 cards. Yeah, now we got this one. Misty Mountains. So this means that this one will move. So now we have to draw 3 of these cards. And we have to, if the eye is in Frodo's region, lose 2 hope. Otherwise move the eye. We have to move the eye to Frodo's place. And then we have to place 3 shadow troops in Dryth. Oh! Dryth Lower, not forest. Oh, where's that place? Up here, we have to place 3 tokens there. Oh, we could actually get people in here. So when we want to make this one, we want there to be no troops, no shadow troops in Rohan when we fulfill our objective we have up there. All right, that was our second one of those. So we have to shuffle these cards and put them on top. Oops. Oh boy. We also have to get rid of more of the troops. Oh dear. So now we have to reveal 3 cards. The first one, we have to move from Ruin to Minas. So the yellow. Oh no. Oh no. This means these guys are going to pop in here, so they are going to attack. And we don't have any more. But we have a battle there, so let's roll 3 dice, because there are 3 or more attackers. Oh no! Oh, we are lucky. We are only losing 1 troop, and they are losing 3 troops. Oh, we could have lost this place, and then the haven would have been turned into a stronghold, and we would have lost 3 hope. That was a very lucky roll for us. Very lucky. Very lucky indeed. We could easily have lost that one. Alright, next card. We are going to get +1 in Dunland and move 2 Nazgûls closer to Frodo. Dunland maybe. So Dunland is up here, and we need to move 2 closer to Frodo. This one is 2 spaces away, right? And this one is 1, 2 spaces away. So they are the closest. They will both move in here. And then we need to draw one more card. We are going to get one in Nurn and deploy 3 Nazgûls from Mordor to the eye. Oh, we are going to have company now. Okay. So first we're going to place one in Nurn here, and then we will have to deploy from the largest group. This is over here. So we're going to have 1, 2, and 3 guys joining us. And we still need 2 more rings, but we also need to fulfill our others objectives first. But that was the 3 cards we got. So yeah, we have company. But we can. Yeah, now we would have liked to use this one. Okay, it is up to these guys up here. And what is Frodo going to do? Well, we are going to have a battle, so he can at least get rid of the eye, I think, even though I don't like it, we're going to use a heart to deploy, to muster a green up here. Going to muster 1 green up there. And I think we need to go and fight against those guys. So we can remove the eye from Frodo's place. So I think I need to, but do I want to take more of them with me? Because we need a green guy down here to fulfill this one. But at the moment I think we need to keep the area safe. I will move in here with 2 guys. That is our second turn. And then he is going to use his action where he can just remove a troop. And then we are going to attack. When we attack, the eye is going to swap place. Oh, by the way, have I forgotten to move the eye each time we did a battle? Each time I do a battle, I need to move the eye. So we should have moved the eye into this area. Yeah, I think I forgot that one. I might have forgotten that one a couple of times, actually. No. You have to, every time you have a battle, and it's a battle you initiate, not when it's because of these cards, then you have to move the eye to the location. But we are going to do a battle, and we are going to roll. We're just going to roll 1 die, because we do have this one where we can kill one, and then we're going to hope that we can get a result where we can remove 2. We're going to lose 1 each. 1 each. And then I will use the knife we have here to remove 1 more troop. So we only have 1. So that is just 1 and 1 and 1. But we did lose one of our friends. Just to take you closer here. So we had a little battle. So we have one of the enemies and one of ours. So we did remove some of them. We also need to go down here with 2 green, 2 brown and 3 blue. So that might be the last one we're going to do. And then Frodo made a ring. What did Frodo do? Frodo haven't done anything, right? Yeah. We are not going to, Frodo is not going to do anything. You can forfeit an action and not do anything. We are going to draw 2 cards. Hopefully we will get a ring. Or maybe a ring. No rings. No rings. We need 2 more rings here. They are hiding. But we have a lot of stuff we can use to move now. Moria. And we have to swap the eye to Frodo's location already. So Moria up here is going to get one. And then we have to swap the eye to Frodo's location. And then we have to do this one again. I think we're just going to lose one hope again. I think that's okay. Oh, you didn't see this one. I think we're just going to lose one hope again. I don't want to remove any troops, and I certainly do not want to discard any cards at the moment. So I think I'll just lose one hope. And then we have the last one. The bottom part, place one at Núin, move 2 Nazgûl closest to Frodo. So we have to place one more in Núin. We have so many troops in here. And then we have to move 2 closer. So these 2 guys, they're going to join us. So now they are, oh my god, look at this. Look at this party we have here now. They are all coming to join our little party here. All the Nazgûls, they are watching Frodo. So we have to draw their attention away from them. We did play 3 cards here. It is down to these guys. And let's see. Let's see. I think we'll do one action with... Oh, I think we will do one action with Merry and Pippin. And then we will do 4 actions with Gimli. He is first of all going to make our first, not our first, but our second objective. So he is going to make this one. No enemies in Rohan, and we have control of this area. There are no one of our enemies, so we can discard these 3. So this is one action, and we then made ourselves a haven in here, and we will gain 2 hopes when we make a haven, and then we have fulfilled this objective. Let's just see what this says. The Isengard is a haven. We've just made Isengard a haven. Rohan is free of shadow troops and no strongholds. The current player may gain a ring token from the supply. Yeah, it would have been better if it had been Aragorn that have made it, because then they could have gotten the ring. You can't give ring tokens to another player. You can only give cards if you're in the same region. But that was the first action he did. And as an next action, we do need some more troops. We can't gain any troops here. We do need to get over here for our last, or not last, but the second last one. We need to go to this space over here, and we need to have 2 brown and 2 green. We have a green here, and we need 3 blue, and we need to get to this area as quick as possible. So I think he is going to move. So I think, or maybe not. I think we are going to run 1. We're going to leave 1 troop here. The gray troop. 1, 2. So 1, 2. So we still have 1 more action left. 1 more action left. How many steps? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to get this area here. Or 1, 2, 3, and then pay a ring. And we do have a ring. So do we want to move 1 more step, or do we want to muster? I think we will muster 1 more troop. We are at a brown space, so we're going to muster as a brown. So we're going to spend our misty mountains to muster a brown troop at this location here. When you make a stronghold, the eye will move to that area. So the eye will move up there. And then Merry has 1 turn. Is he going to move in here? He has to pay 2 of these. He does have exactly 2 of them, but then we would have to roll. I think we are waiting a little bit. He will just take 1 more heart, take the action he has. So he has a lot of heart tokens here. Because he can create 2 more hopes when he is with Frodo. Yeah, I think that is it. Then it is time to draw some cards. Dale. Oh, we got 1 more of these. This is good because we need these. So we can move Frodo. And Frodo does have 4 of them too. So we think we should be okay. And we don't have the eye, but we do need to get 3 new cards. So the first one, put 1 to Isengard, but we don't have to because it's now a haven, so no one is going to appear there. And then we have to move 3 Nazgûls to where the eye is. So this is good. So the eye is up here because we made a stronghold, and we have to move from the largest. There are 5 and 4, so we have to move 1, 4 and 4. Then we can decide 2, and then there are most in this area. There we go. So we have 3 in this area now, and 3 here. So next card we have to Isengard, but swap the eye to Frodo's region. So we have to swap the eye to Frodo's region right here. And for our last one, we are going to get Svifta Shofte Dol Guldur, and then we have to roll a search. So this now, first we are going to add 1 troop up here, and then we have to roll a search. Wasn't it? Dol. Oh, that is not the right place, by the way. This is Dol Guldur. Up here, we have to place 1 there. Not in Dunland. We had to place 1 there. Okay, we have to roll a search, and we have to look at the enemies. We have 1, 2, 3, and there's no one in our space, so we have to roll 3 of these dice. But we do have our hearts we can use to, and we also have rings we can use to re-roll. So yeah, we are not in a haven. We have the 3 with the haven, so we are going to lose 2 hope. Or I can remove 2 hearts. Let me just see. Am I going to get shift eye to Italy? No, we're not going to get any hope. We do have 1 hope here. So we can use, we might as well use 2 hearts here to negate the 2 hope that we were going to lose. So we are just going to discard these 2. Could also re-roll 1 of the dice, but I think we're just going to lose the 2 hearts now, because that is why I wanted to keep them, so we could avoid losing hope. So that is Sam's ability on the card. Yeah. All right. That was the 3rd card here. And a good thing 2 of them, they went away. Otherwise we would have to roll 5 dice. Oh. Then it's up to Frodo, Sam and Aragorn. And we need to, before we can complete that one in there, we need to do something, right? But I really want to complete that one if possible. We are going to use Frodo first. And to move in here, we need to pay 2 of these. So we can move into this space and pay with 2. So we're going to pay with 2 cards. We are going to pay with the 2 cards we have. And then we have to roll unless I pay 1 more. Let me just see. I can pay 1 more because I will pay 1 more. So we don't have to make a noise roll or make a search. So we will pay 1 more to not make a search. Otherwise we would have to roll 2 dice. So that is what we are doing. And then we are away from the eye for a moment at least. Then we need Aragorn to do things. We have this one we need to fulfill. So we need to get down here. We also have to do something about these troops. Aragorn, he is going to use his ability where he can remove 1 shadow troop. So he's going to remove this shadow troop. And then he's going to move 1. He's going to let this one be 2 and 3. Then they are together and can move together. So that was our 4 things. So we need to draw 2 cards. Hopefully we'll get a ring. Finally. And the skill. Oh dear. So we just need 1 more ring. We need 1 more ring. Oh, with this one we'll intensify. I don't think we have that money, right? If the eye is in Frodo's region, lose 2 hope, otherwise move it. So we have to move this one to Mordor. This is not good. And then we have to put 3 guys at Emun up here. 3 troops up here. Oh, just beside the area we need to get down to. And then we have to shuffle the deck and place it on top. And there are not many cards here. We still need to draw 3. So let's draw 3 cards. The first one, Núin and 2 Nazgûls closer to Frodo. Why do I think all of them, they have the bottom part? 1 more to Núin. And then these guys are going to move in here. Frodo, you thought you could get away from us, but here we are. Oh no. Oh dear. And then we have to place Dulgur and shift the eye to Frodo's region. If it is already there, roll a search. Ah. Well, we have to place a troop up here. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 troops. So we have to roll 4 dice. This is not good. This is not good. Now he doesn't have any more hearts. Ah. Okay, we have 2 trees. So we are going to lose 2 hope. And we have this one, which means you're going to recall at one of these. If you had it in another space, you would recall it to Mordor. But we are already in Mordor, so nothing happens when we have this symbol. But these 2, we will lose 1. I think that Merry and Pippin, they're going to use one of their rings here to re-roll a die. Yeah, so we will lose 1 hope. 1 hope. And that was number 2nd card. We need to do 1 more card. Still the bottom part. We have to put 1 at Núin and then deploy 3 to the eye. No! We have too much company now. Oh dear. Well, 1 more at Núin here. And then we will deploy 1, 2, and 3 from the largest area. Oh no! Did we go in here too early? Look at all these guys. We might have... Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. That was 3 cards. And then we will go down to these guys. Ah, yeah. Well, this is bad. Well, we need some of the blue troops too. So I think we need to move. We are going to move 1, 2. I think we needed to take 1 more with us. Oh, yeah. We might need to take all of them with us. Oh, wait a minute, we have 2 swords. So we just need to roll 1 die for a fight. So we moved 1, 2, and then do we want to do the fight in here instead? Oh, I actually think we want to do the fight in there. Yeah, so for the 3rd turn, he's going to do a fight. And if Aragorn is present when you do a battle, we can remove 2 guys if we roll this one. So he's present even though it's his turn. He has done 2 things. He has his special action where he can take one of these. So he's going to take 1 of these as his 3rd action, and then he's going to initiate a fight. So he's going to roll just with 1 die, because we got this one where we will lose 2 of our own if there was a Nazgûl in our space. There aren't any Nazgûl in our space. There are no one in Rohan. But we can use our 3 knives here. They can both use them. to defeat all these 3 guys. And I think we will do it. So we will defeat all these 3, so we can get some more back here. So that was the 4th turn. And then Merrin, he can actually use these 3 to gain us 2 hope. Maybe he should do this. Oh, by the way, we did a battle, so the eye is going over here. I think we are going to, he was just used 3 hearts to gain 2 hope. Let's go up to 8 in hope, because we might have to do some search and lose some things now. So we are going to draw 2 cards. Oh, that is a good one. So now we have 5. So the next turn he is going to move us all the way up here, and he can move us so we don't have to do any search. That is good. That is good. If we survive. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we have to again rune. It's up here, and then we have to move 2 Nazgûls closer to Frodo. So we have 1 more here, and then this one is going to move in here. I think 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's the same. So we might as well move it in there so we don't have any Nazgûls in our own area. Yeah. Oh my god. Let's take the next one. We have to place 1 in Isengard and deploy Nazgûls to the eye. The eye is over here. So we'll attack from the largest region. 1, 2, 3. Yay! We got to move them. And then Moria. And we have to swap the eye back to Frodo. So Moria is going to get 1. And we have to swap the eye. That was a good thing that they made a noise over here so we could get some of them away. At the moment there are only 3 in this area. Oh dear. Oh dear. Up to these guys. So Frodo is in Mordor. But he's not at a haven. You have to be in a haven to do the prepare. And yeah. So Frodo is not really going to do anything. But Aragorn. We need to get the eye out of Frodo's region. So I think Aragorn for his first turn he's going to move in here to Minas. And then he's going to remove 1. That is the second turn. And then he's going to do a battle. And he's just going to roll 1 die in the battle. Because we don't want to lose too many of our men. For the battle we are going to roll a die. Woohoo! We defeated the last one. And then for that was 1, 2, 3. And for the last one they're going to move into this space here. And they are going to leave, I think they're just going to leave a brown 1 back. We need 3 blue, 2 green, 2. So we are so close. So in the next turn, Gimli will be able to do that action. And the eye is over here since we made a battle in Minas. Okay. That is that turn. And then he is not doing anything because it doesn't make sense at the moment. So we will draw 2 cards. Hopefully we'll get a ring. No. Yes! Finally we have 5 rings. I would also have liked a heart if possible. So we have the 5 rings we need to go and fulfill our objective. So let's go on the next turn, Frodo. He can go. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. But we need him to move us. And we also need to fulfill that one. So we can't do it all in 1 turn. So we have to wait 1 turn to do it. So we have to have 2 turns before we can do it. Yeah. Let's see if we can survive all of this. So let's go and flip some cards again. The first card. Now it's a top one. Isengard to Helm's Deep. And we have to follow the orange. So this is just a small one. I don't think we have any enemies there. Yeah, we do actually. Let's look at this. So this is action. No, it's just this way. Doot, doot. We don't have any here. because this is a haven. And for the next card we have Dunland, 2 Nazgûls closer. Oof, now they are moving again. Dunland, Dunland, Dunland up here, and we have to move. So this one will move into this area, and this guy will move into... Oh, we have to be from the closest, so it doesn't matter. They will move in here. They have 1 step down. We're going to get Saruman. Are they that we don't want to get rid of any tokens? We could lose 2. No, we have 1 troop up. We can lose 2 troops. I think we can lose 2 troops. We can lose this one up here, and then we can lose. I think this one over here, or maybe this one that is between all of these guys. I think this one over here. We will just lose 2 troops. We haven't have any activity up there. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3. So this time we just lost 2 troops. Our friendly troops. Okay. Down to Merry&Pippin and Gimli. Gimli. Go. It is time to fulfill our 3rd objective. So Gimli is going to go down here, and then he's going to grab these guys. Hey guys, come with us. We need you all. And then that was 2. And then for the 3rd action, they're going up here to North Ithilien. And for his last and 4th action, he's going to make this objective here. So we have 2 brown, we have at least 2 green, we have 3 blue. So when completed, shift the eye to Italy, move every shadow troop in Mordor to Udun. So this means we are going to swap the eye into this region here, Italy, and just place it down here. And then we are going to move all these troops up to Udun. Actually, it's a good thing. But look at this giant army. But we got rid of the guys that were in Frodo space. So that is a good thing. That was Gimli's turn. And then we have Pippin. And Pippin. He is going to use 2 cards to move us here. And it costs 1. And then he's going to pay an extra, so we don't have to pay for any search. So we are using our code here. They can't see us. We are sneaking around. Awesome. And then they're going to draw 2 cards. And a heart. Okay. We have to move from Moria to Minas Tirith, the yellow path. So that is from this area here. So Moria, it's up here. So we have to look, we have to start from down here. So we go here, and we go up there, and up there, and up here. These 3 are going to move down here. These are going to move over here, and these are going to move over here. That was the first one. For the second one at Isengard, and deploy 3 Nazgûls from Mordor to the Eye. The Eye is over here. Oh, we have exactly 3. Yay! Go away, guys. Yes, that is a good thing. Now we are safe. At the moment we are safe. And then we have from Rune to Woodland. So now we get these cards here. So this is from this here up to Woodland up here. So we will go on this way. So this guy is going, yeah, of course they're going up here now when I have removed troops up there. Was that 3 cards? That was 3 cards. All right, that's okay. That's okay, I think. Okay, so if we had just had 1 more of these, we could have moved in here and completed the quest. we need it, but they are down here, right? Because at the moment they are all out of our space. So what do we want to do? We just needed one more of these guys. So, well, he can just move up here. Oh, he can move this way. He can move this way. We can do it. we can do it. We were so lucky here in the end. Because I just saw we actually can go this way. We don't have to pay. We can go this way. And then we have to do a search. But there are no guys here. They were just moved into this area. And then we can move to Mount Doom. We are sneaking by them all. We are sneaking by them all. And then we can finish the game. We can finish the game because we have 5 rings. So we're going to take our 2 rings and our 3 cards. There we go. And we don't have any enemies in here. We now have to do a search. If we look at this one. After all objectives must have been completed, as an action, Frodo spends 5 rings at Mount Doom and then survives a final roll, adding 1 die for each missing hope. We are up at 8 and we could even get 1 more hope. I was so afraid. Oh, we also had the rings and things. Final search roll, a maximum 7 dice. We have managed to do it. We sneaked by and we did very well in the end. Very well in the end. Wow. That's it, guys. When we are up at 8, so we don't even have to roll a die. I've never tried this before where I didn't need to roll a die. But it was also so lucky that they all got out of the region and the last one was just moving troops. Otherwise we have had a lot of these Nazgûls in our area. And all these guys. It's a good thing to do this last so they all will move to Udun. So yeah, it ended up perfectly, I think. But that was the game. I hope I might have forgotten to move this one a couple of times when I did a battle. I hope I didn't do it too many times. But I think we did move it away. I think I moved it most of the times when I did a battle because it was in Frodo's area. But that is a thing you have to remember each time you make a battle or if you make one of these havens. You have to move the eye. And we were so lucky at the time when we had like 5 armies entering this space and we only have 2 guys in there and we had to roll 3 dice. We could easily have lost this haven here. And then we would have had to make it into a stronghold and we would have lost 3 hope. And then we would have lost the guys and we had to do more to get the guys because there is a lot of guys you need to get into North Ithilien to fulfill that quest we had. You have to have 2 and 3. So that can sometimes be tough. We did have a game where we were unlucky that troops entered our space and we lost troops and then we missed 1 green guy or 1 brown guy and then we needed to go and collect them again. And it takes time to go up and muster a new troop and get them in the area. But yeah, but I do think this is an amazing game. I love it and I love how thematic the game is and the look on the board. I mean, look at this with all these Nazgûls on the board and these little guys, and you kind of feel the sense of the adventure with the Lord of the Rings in this game. I really like it and I like the quality of the things we have on the board. And then there are a lot more of these objectives. You have 24 different objectives. So we just played with the standard ones, the ones that recommend you play with for the first time. And every time you play, you do need to have this one with you with the little red star here, because that is kind of the thing with the Lord of the Rings. You need Frodo to go to the Mount Doom and destroy the one and only ring. Yeah. But yeah, that was my playthrough and I'm excited about this game. And yeah. But I will say thanks for watching.